The child custody battle between Kanye West and Kim Kardashian appears to have gone from unbelievably bad to post-apocalyptically worse. But when Dr. Phil McGraw, the mustachioed sage of TV psychology, warned that Kimmy may be on the verge of losing control of her 4 kids, I feared that the good doctor had been dipping into his own prescription supply. What we do not want is for these children to wind up in foster care, Dr. Phil said last week. He believes that if Kim doesn't get off her augmented butt and shield her kids from her Nazi-adjacent, ranting lunatic of an ex-husband, then the state may swoop in to do it for her. If the Department of Children and Families gets involved and thinks one parent isn't reacting while the other is unstable, they will take them, said Dr. Phil. Say what? North, 11, Saint, 9, Chicago, 7, and Psalm, 5, are arguably the most high-profile celeb spawn in America. The only way they'll end up in a group home is by playing Little Orphan Annies in a Donda remake. I assumed. However, after watching Daddy Yee, in full KKK garb, chatting with DJ Academics last weekend, I've been forced to reconsider. Kanye 2012 seemed like a genius rabble-rousing disruptor with well-medicated bipolar disorder. Kanye 2025 is a terrifying liability. I am not one for involuntary commitment, but I think it's time for Jamie Spears to dust off his conservator badge because this dude is speeding downhill and there are no brakes. I didn't want to have children with Kim after the first 2 months of being with her, but that wasn't God's plan, the Grand Dragon of Derangement told DJ Academics. Well, the caped corrupter may be right about the divine intervention. This whole sorry story is starting to remind me of Sodom and Gomorrah. In early March, Kanye featured his daughter North on a track that appeared to include audio from none other than accused rapist, sex trafficker Sean Diddy Combs. The song begins with an apparent voice recording of Combs and West speaking over the phone. "I wanna just thank you so much for just taking care of my kids, man," Combs says, presumably from his jail cell. "Absolutely, I love you so much, man," West replies. To her credit, Kim responded to the recording sessions by reportedly firing off a cease and desist letter to block the release of the song, and demanded an emergency meeting with a mediator. She is said to be weighing whether to ask a judge to strip Kanye of custody. Then, just weeks later, Kanye had a playdate with another accused sex abuser, Andrew Tate, while North was once again in Kanye's custody. Kim was reportedly tipped off to the unwelcome visitor by North's security guards, and Mama cut the visit short. Clearly, Kim is concerned. But before you start planning her Mother of the Year parade, remember her hands aren't squeaky clean here. When the overexposed reality pro isn't accessorizing her representative carpet look, she's cheering on 11-year-old North's other musical cameos, namely in a new FKA Twigs music video. You know Twigs, the 37-year-old trip-hop artist known for her hypersexualized kink fetishist vibe. To say North is growing up a bit fast is the understatement of the century. Obviously, Kim and Kanye's children will never have a normal childhood, but right now drive. Phil is starting make a lot of sense.